Ladies and gentlemen, I got her to send to New York's JFK Airport. Should have you on the ground there in just about 45 minutes from now.
Woo! New York, we are here! We've kind of spent the first day just acquainting ourselves with our neighbourhood, which is Gramercy Park. I've just gone and done some fruit and veg shopping. Heading back to the apartment now. Lucinda's there, she's been doing some emails, some admin. But yeah, it's all looking good so far. The coolest thing about our apartment is this roof terrace. It's got full 360 views of all of Manhattan. How cool is that? It's been a few days, we've settled into our apartment, we've settled into the local area. It's a gorgeous Friday morning, so today I'm going to go on a bit of a photography walking tour of Manhattan. I'm going to grab my bag, I'm going to show you what I would take from... So I really like to travel light. Ideally I like to be able to fit all of my stuff into one backpack. So what am I taking? I've got a charger. This is a USB-C charger, so it charges both my laptop and the camera I'm shooting on at the moment, the Sony A7iii. I'll take my smaller Sony RX100 Mark IV for more vloggy, on the bit, incognito stuff. I will take a memory card adapter so I can stick my SD card from my cameras straight into my laptop. Obviously I've got my wallet, I got some sun cream because it is a boiling day here in Manhattan, and I've got my trusty sunnies, and obviously my phone. And that is about it. As for the camera that I'll be using, it is my new camera. It's the Sony A7iii, the Mark III. And I have the Sony 24-70 G Master. This is probably the ideal setup for street photography, with my Rode mic on for better audio. Let's go. But first things first, I'm just going to show you how I have my camera whilst I'm walking. I have it wrapped around my wrist like that. The reason being is if I see something I want to take a photo of, I don't want to be faffing around in my backpack, pulling the camera out. And it also means it keeps the backpack a little bit lighter. First stop is Madison Square Park, which is our local park. It's a few streets away, a few minutes walk. As much as I do love this camera, there is one downside that is a little bit annoying when you're on the move, and that is changing the frame rate in videos. There's no quick button fix that I can find. You have to go into the menu, find yourself onto the right page, and then change the record setting through the menu. What does that mean practically? I'm filming in 24 frames at the moment, which is optimal for me walking around, speaking, showing you things in real time. And if I flip it into 120 frames per second, you get that really nice slow motion like this. Next, I want to talk about one feature that is a complete deal maker on this camera, and that is the autofocus. For me, that was the biggest thing that got me to change from Nikon to Sony. And to best demonstrate that, I'm going to head down to Washington Square Park, where I saw some skateboarders the other day. Hopefully there's some more like real fast-paced action, and let's test out the autofocus. When I was a kid, I used to assume that the whole of Manhattan was this enormous skyscraper metropolis. And whilst that is true of the financial district downtown and Midtown, where the Empire State Building is and Times Square is, there's this whole section in between where it's much smaller, quaint streets. Kind of reminds me of London. I'm in Greenwich Village, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find some Instagrammable lunch. And the impression I get of this area is it's kind of posh, hipster. It's got like ice cream, soft serve places, but it's $5. Thrift stores, but with Gucci bags in the window. So that kind of vibe. The reason why autofocus was so important for me is I shoot so many fast moving subjects such as cars. Often you get one chance of the shot, and if the autofocus isn't bang on, you've lost it forever. One very important thing to note is the battery rinses very quickly when you're filming 120 frames per second. So I'm going to show you the autofocus before it dies. back at the apartment, and that was just a really quick, brief introduction to Manhattan. And I wanted to make that video because I wanted to get out with my camera, practice some editing techniques, explore the city a little bit. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.